Hey everyone, just stand by for us. We're gonna get started here. Just a couple moments. Gonna give folks a couple more minutes to sign in. All right, cool. Hope everyone is doing well. Excuse me. We're going to do something a little different. I promised. Can't remember who it was. I promised someone that I would at least do one video AMA. So here I am, sticking to my words. So here I am. You can see a face. Could use a little touch up top there, but it's all good. Asking you shall receive. So that said, hope everyone is doing good. We're gonna do something a little different um, tonight. The We're gonna go through our usual weekly AMA update, information and everything. But look at that. Jeez. Um, our usual AMA updates. Don't really have as far as a lot of groundbreaking updates, but the main focus of this AMA is going to be for cater to the upcoming first migration to the Polygon network. So those of you that are joining us now, you will have the pleasure of finding out some shelf that Opera. Yeah, shout out to Serendipity NFT right here, metal print, purchased from ID Craft. Check it out. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, I think it was you. See, here I am. Yeah, I think it was you that challenged me, begged me to do a AMA in person or with a face. So here I am. So asking you to receive, and this is not an NFT. It is a one of one though. That's a picture my daughter did. So um, but anyway, yeah, back to the task. Yeah, so those of you that are joining us tonight, you will have the pleasure of finding out, being the first, I should say, to get all of the information and timeline of events, the expected timeline of events for the migration that will begin on this Friday and ultimately end on Saturday. It will be a day long thing. It's not like a flip a switch, boom, everything is done. So it is a little bit of a process. So we're gonna go over our usual AMA stuff, which isn't really extensive, and then go over the verse information for you all. So I was hoping Chris would be joining us, but my guess is he's probably knocked out. I know his daughter had a day long birthday party yesterday, so with a bunch of kids over. So I can feel his pain. So, but anyway, we got the information we need, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm on a different computer now today, so bear with me 1 second here. Things are a little bit different. We're going to share our screen. Bear with me 1 second, guys. There we go. And bear with me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Actually, Extreme or Jeremy, I may have to have one of you guys come on real quick. So I'm on a new computer. I have to give like permissions and all this other crap. So I'm sorry. Appreciate y'all's patience. So I'm trying to share this file with you guys. All right, Joker doesn't want to work. I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate your patience on this. It was working for me earlier. Now it wants to give me a headache, of course. There we go. Here we go. All right, so we're in business. So sorry about that. I appreciate you guys' patience. So I had to close out my screen real quick. Like I said, I'm on a new computer and stuff that was working earlier is giving me a headache now, but we're all set. So all right, so here's our weekly update. IDE is inching, just slowly creeping up on that 60% burn mark. IDBSC is at that it's at 50, officially at 54% burned right now. Verse ETH rewards. Actually, that'll be the last time we actually say that verse Ethereum rewards. Total of 109 ETH from launch data verse, which is total $306,000. Weekly change from last week to now to just shy of 2 ETH, valued at $5,500. So understandably, there's a lot of things have changed within the last 24 hours. There's a lot of uncertainty and ups and downs and more downs than in the entire global market, given what's happening overseas. So there's a lot of negativity in the air. So please, you guys just try to stay positive. It's tough thing. We can't control what's happening, but we can control. Let's try to control what we can, and that's staying positive, and keep lifting each other up, and holding each other up in this in these tough times. So also keep in mind, given that we are um, uh, an Ethereum pegged token, at least for the ETH side, and on the BSC side, if BNB is down, then being with BSC being a BSC BNB pegged token, then it's going to be down as well. The value, at least, is going to go down. We saw that actually for the last couple of days with Verse being an Ethereum pegged token. When Ethereum is down, with another buy, it was just like a strand of buys and another buy, but the price goes down. Well, that's because Ethereum was down at the time, so that value is going to go down as well. So there are a lot of when folks say the market's down, well, that's one of those one of the reasons why when the market's down, when Ethereum or BNB is down, well, any peg tokens to those to that respective currency is going to be down as well. So thankfully, Verse is actually looking up. A lot of folks are getting in on the Verse train pre-migration. So if you check the chart, I believe last check we're over 84 cent, I believe, within in Etherscan or Zerion. So creeping back up to that dollar mark at this rate, I don't see why we shouldn't be there by migration time. So we'll get back on that in just a moment. News and base dev updates. Still working on some minor bugs on IDCraft. Most of these are updates from last week. I'm hoping to get more concrete updates, hopefully within the next day or so. The devs have been pretty much head down on IDCraft, and then now the prepping for the migration and Wallet Connect. So they're literally kind of literally juggling multiple things at one time, at the same time. So I'm hoping we get a update as far as any more fixes or even upgrades to IDCraft. And once we get that, we'll go ahead and pin it. If it's pertaining to IDCraft, we'll pin it in the in that channel on Telegram. So again, we appreciate y'all's patience and understanding of the matter. They are quite busy, that I can assure you. So marketing and other updates. The slogan art contest, aka Metaverse contest, has ended with today. So we'll start looking through that. There were some concerns brought up, and your concerns have been heard. I can promise you that. So leadership, we're going to go ahead and talk about that behind the scenes within the next few days, and keep you all updated in regard to that competition. Okay. BSC utility, that's going to be the next biggest thing on the docket coming up within a matter of days. We plan on revealing it on March 7th. We've made contact with a pretty big influencer to help us release that news. I won't say who as of yet. I'll let Chris do the honors there. So stay tuned for that. And BSC, please, get ready. It's gonna be fun. So real fun. Verse, I'll go over that just a moment. Since Verse will be temporarily disabled while IDCraft is going through the Polygon upgrades, or updates, I should say, to make it compatible with the Polygon network and transactions, we've temporarily removed all fees from IDCraft, whether it's in Tether, Wrapped ETH, or Ethereum. So there are no fees. It was only the fair thing to do and the right thing to do with Verse not being available for likely a few weeks. So that is effective now as of immediately. So you can list any NFTs in IDCraft right now, and it doesn't have to be in verse, and you still won't pay really any fees at all. So, as always, please beware of scammers. None of us will email you or message you about being support desk. None of that crap. We're not going to ask you for receipt phrases. If it sounds funny, sounds weird, sounds sketch, it likely is, especially in the crypto space. So just do yourself a favor, cover all bases, ask someone, put it in the chat, message, DM us directly from another window. Just do whatever you can to get more eyes on the situation to cover yourself. Okay. And finally, our member of the week, shout out to Recover Crypt. Dude, you are a beast. Okay. Thank you so much for all your hard work in chat and all your positive support. So please keep up the good work. We appreciate you, and reach out. As always, reach out to Extreme or, Jeremy, Benji, myself, and we'll get you taken care of. Okay. So now the topic of the hour, verse. Moving to Polygon. Official trading will open on drum roll. Drum. Okay. That was a horrible drum roll, but I did my best. Okay. Will open on March 5th at 1500 UTC. Okay. So that said, here are our, no, not me. Okay. So this here's the timeline of events beginning on Friday. As it says, migration will begin on March 4th and complete on March 5th. Verse ETH transactions will be paused on March 4th at 1400 UTC. And we're going to post this on all of our channels, Facebook, Telegram, Discord, Twitter, everywhere, any and everywhere. We're going to plaster it everywhere. Out there now is already our FAQ document on with a ton of questions and answers on what you need to do, if anything, for this migration. Okay. The snapshot is going to happen on the 4th at 1410, roughly 10 minutes after the transactions are paused. So no one will be able to buy or sell any verse. Okay, verse ETH. Transactions you can try all you want to, you will not be able to. Okay. The verse contract will be deployed on Polygon network March 4th at 1600 UTC. Okay. Or excuse me, I'll go back. I skipped one. I'm sorry. Verse liquidity will be removed on the 4th at 1500 UTC. Okay. Snapshot at 1410, liquidity removed at 1500. The deployment of verse contract to Polygon will happen at an hour later at 1600 hours. Okay. Airdrop verse Polygon will happen on the 4th, beginning at 1700 UTC, ending roughly at 2300 UTC. It's not going to happen all at one time, one massive dump, because from what I remember last time, the deployer can only do so many at one time. So they're spreading them out in batches, essentially. Okay, so between that time frame, you'll should look for your airdrop. You'll get the exact same number of tokens that you already have. If you have 200, you're going to get 200. If you have 1,000, you're going to get 1,000. If you have 513 exactly, you're going to get 513. And then the value, whatever the value is, value of your holdings at that time, that'll be the value of your holdings post migration. So the value of your verse holdings pre-migration, you can expect to see the same value post-migration. Again, and that's on the FAQ the fact sheet as well, and we'll repost it again for those who can't find it for whatever reason. Okay, and these thanks to Stream, and these are expected timelines. These are best case scenario. However, transactions could take a little bit longer. There are a lot of unknowns. We're not expecting, excuse me, we're not expecting any curveballs. However, if there are any curveballs, we will let everyone know. Okay. So please don't come freaking out if it's 2310 minutes UTC and you haven't gotten your airdrop. Okay. As the batches happen, as they happen, as we will find out, and we will relay that message to you all if the dev doesn't relay that message themselves. Okay. So the entire process, we will communicate as much as we can every step of the way. Liquidity will then be added to QuickSwap, 50% QuickSwap, 50% Uniswap on March 5th at 1400 UTC. And then trading will be enabled at 1500 on the 5th. Okay, so that is the plan. Again, if anything, some steps may not take as long. This entire process may be shorter, with the exception of the trading. Trading is going to happen at that point regardless. That's not going to change. Everything else before then, it could take less time. It could be sooner. It could be a little bit later. There are a lot of variables in there. However, the launch time is going to happen March 5th, 1500 UTC. So I highly recommend everyone to get on YouTube. I've seen some messages in Verse chat of folks. I know Chris posted a link earlier about MetaMask. Do your research, get on YouTube, Google, get very familiar with the Polygon network, how to make transactions, process transactions. We're working on, I know Jeremy's working on a video on our end as well. But until then, get online. The resources are there, DYOR. Study up and learn how to make this happen, for yourselves as well. So I'm starting my research as well. I have to go and educate my family members that are holding Verse. My dad, who doesn't really do a lot of technology, I kind of have to walk him through it. My sister, I have an entire family I need to walk through this, hold their hand through this. So get very familiar, because now that since we're migrating Verse in a couple months, IDETH is going to be next, so that's going to come in no time. So as I just stated, the projected timeline is only an estimate. Some steps may complete before others, though not expected. If any delays due to network congestion or any other unforeseen factors happen, we will alert the community. Always, not just our project, any project you decide to invest in, confirm the correct contract address from us. You're going to confirm it from us directly via any of our channels: Telegram, Discord, Facebook, website. Always verify. There are fakes out there, especially now that we're putting our launch date out there. I wouldn't be surprised if another fake Verse, just decides to pop up on the Polygon network. Cover yourselves. Be sure you are interacting with the correct contract, because if you don't, it's not really anything we can do for you. Okay, so cover yourselves, be safe, and take the extra step and make sure you're interacting with the correct contract. And yes, there will, and this is on record, this is being recorded. I know we had this little issue back when we initially launched BSC. There will be anti-bot and anti-dump protection in place for this new Verse contract, Polygon contract. Okay. As far as I think, we're also should have a landing page set up on the website for this information coming up soon. So, but until then, again, all of this information is and will be and is already on Telegram. and we're going to get this graphic posted publicly as well, to all of our outlets. Okay. So that said, are there any questions? If you're on YouTube or Facebook, just type it in the chat, and I will answer to the best of my ability while we're here. I don't think I saw really any questions. After showing us the BSC, when will be realized? A launch date for the utility we do not have yet. The letting you all know what it is, we feel good enough. We'll be pretty close to a completion, where we should have a launch date fairly soon. So I would say, what is it? We're going on March now. I don't see why it shouldn't be launched by the end of March. So I can give you that. I don't see why not, but it won't take long at all after we make the announcement of what the utility is. That I do know for sure. Straight to win music. I know, right? I forgot to put it on there. Silly me. So yeah, I get the music next time. I promise. Oh, thanks, Benji. Keep in mind also, very, very important. You must buy Polygon Matic on the Polygon network and not the Ethereum network. You must buy it. However, and thanks, Benji, again. I learned on yesterday there is a Polygon bridge within Uniswap. So you can actually, if you go in Uniswap and at the top, you see a toggle where you can switch to the Polygon network. Directly under there, there is a link where it'll take you to the bridge, Polygon bridge, where you can convert your ERC tokens to a Poly token. Right? I haven't checked it today. Yesterday, there was an error message of them having some kind of communication error, so I wasn't able to complete it. I was trying it myself, and I wasn't able to complete it for that reason. But there is a bridge out there. But to save you an extra step, it's just easier to buy the Polygon Matic directly on the Polygon network itself. The bridge at the time, the cost, when I tried it, it wasn't really much at all. I think on one side it was like $6. On the other side, maybe about $15 or something like that. So, how do you see the value of your verse on after migration? I believe you will need to, whatever wallet you use, you'll need to kind of like I just mentioned, change. You pretty much need to activate the Polygon network on that wallet. So when you go on your wallet now, you're likely seeing ERC compatible tokens. Well, you need to change that setting depending on whatever wallet you use to Polygon, so you can see your Polygon compatible tokens. So Polygon tokens will not show on your ERC in your on ERC wallet or settings, I should say. I'm sorry. So you need to change that to Poly. That's one of the things. Again, you got to start doing your research. YouTube. So if you use MetaMask, go to YouTube, MetaMask for Polygon. Using Polygon or MetaMask. There's actually a link Chris posted earlier in our verse chat on Telegram, or Trust Wallet. I know Jeremy used Trust Wallet, so he's familiar on that. I'm more used to Coinbase Wallet personally, but I feel this is going to kind of push me out of that and into likely Trust Wallet. So. Yeah, and also, and thank you again, Benjamin, on point. We will keep in mind, though this is launching on the 5th, you will not be able to see the value of what you're holding immediately. That won't happen until after the Coin Market Cap and CoinGecko listings, since that information is being pulled from there. I believe it's Coin Market Cap. So once we are hoping listing, we're trying to get those. Chris is aiming to get that listed day of launch, but again, given it is a Saturday, it likely won't happen and will be on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko's timeline. So the goal is as soon as possible. He's getting day one, he's sending in those applications. From there, it's on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So it could happen any day. We're never really, at least in the past, we've not been given a timeline or when to expect the listing to happen. So another reason why folks are loading up on their verse now versus waiting for the Polygon migration. And what about the price of one verse? I'm not sure if I'm understanding your question. At the moment, we see the verse is 80 cents. What's the exchange on Matic? What will relate to? If I'm not understanding your question, I'm sorry. I know we are, if you hold 500 verse tokens right now, valued at $400, post Polygon migration, you're going to get 500 Polygon verse tokens valued at $400. If that answers your question, nothing's going to change. The value of what you hold will not change at all, despite what the price of Matic is. Well, you should we use existing verse supply? We opted not to keep the same Polygon bridge works on all ETH. No, you will not be the current verse tokens. You won't be able to use them because they're tied to the current contract, which will be dead. So you'll see them. Unfortunately, you won't be able to get rid of them. On MetaMask, you can hide it. Coinbase Wallet hasn't added that feature to hide a token. I wish they would personally. I have a bunch of crap in there that I would love to get rid of, but they're essentially just going to be there. You won't be able to get rid of them, sell them, or anything. They'll just be there. Yeah, because again, after the migration, you won't be able to do anything with them. You won't be able to send them anywhere or anything because transactions will be paused. That the dev is going to put, I don't know what they do on the back end in the code or whatever, but you won't be able to interact with that contract to even try to send them to the Polygon network. Okay. Is there a way when someone lists an IDACraft, they list as a dollar price rather than a quantity of tokens? I believe that's where you list in USDT and Tether, which right now there are no fees. So I hope that if I'm understanding your question correctly, just list in Tether. There's no fee currently since at least not until IDCraft is compatible with Polygon network. Thanks. Ryan in Telegram is asking if there's marketing plan for IDCraft in the future. There's marketing plan for the entire ecosystem in the future. We're always trying to plan marketing. I just leave it at that. We're always trying to plan marketing. I just leave it there. That's when marketing. I love that question. And I think there's been like some confusion, like, and I get DMs like, "Are we not doing marketing anymore?" Like, no one has said we're not doing marketing anymore. No one said we are anti-marketing, against marketing. We've only said that we have to watch and be careful with what we use marketing dollars on, especially when it's strategic. We have to be strategic with it. Okay, so I'll just leave that there. So leave it there. Will the liquidity pools be Matic for both? Not the to match current rate today. I'm sorry, will liquidity pools be Matic for both? Not wrapped ETH to match current rate today. That is correct. It's going to be Matic for both. You'll be getting well, hold on. I'm getting my thoughts mixed up. I believe it's going to be Matic for both. Put a pin in that. I'm going to have Chris answer that for sure for you. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the answer, but I want to be 100% certain. So actually, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. So yeah, listen. You think is a? I think it means list in a dollar amount regardless of amount of tokens. No, you believe you actually have to choose what you have to list, whether it's Tether or Wrapped. You have to list in something. You can't just say I want $100 and you choose what you want to give me. If I'm understanding it, if that I'm understanding your question, you have to choose something. What do you want this or do you want that? Yeah, marketing is great, but I think the whole buy, hold, retire doesn't paint the best image. Yeah, I don't think you've ever heard me say. Have you heard me say that? I don't remember saying it. It sticks with some. It's relevant to some. Some say it, but I don't remember really. At least I haven't said it in a while. I should say that. Should say that. To each their own. There, some like it, others don't. Each, to each their own opinion, I guess. Okay, I mean that if NFT was listed at $80 at the moment, it would be 100 verse. But if it was listed 100 verse and verse goes, NFT is now 1,000. Yeah. Yeah. So you're trying. Yeah. You rather just list have a dollar amount essentially. It sounds like. I'm just checking around. I'm sorry, guys. Making sure I'm not missing anything anywhere. Yeah, House of DC one. We're gonna we're bringing that question up behind the scenes for you. So we'll get back to you. If you're on Telegram, send us a DM. Okay. Send me or one of the other leaders a DM. So yeah, any more questions at all about the upcoming migration from anyone? Telegram. Let's see here. Checking Telegram. Nope. Yeah, and I think, and to go back to your question, Ryan, for ID Craft, we're going to try to definitely go heavier on marketing for ID Craft, especially as we approach the not necessarily relaunch, but the completion of the Polygon integration to ID Craft. So we'll definitely try to plan something a lot heavier for that time. Does this mean the ETH, not wrapped ETH, but the ETH ID pair is ending? That is exactly what that means. Correct. No more ETH for verse. No more ETH rewards. Now we're going to Matic rewards. Hey, I have IDERC. Do I have to do anything? Nope. This is for verse, so you don't have to do anything but hold or buy more. It's up to you. This is a verse migration. Now, in June, you can take notes because once we get to IDE in June, this will pretty much be the exact same process. Literally. But as of right now, no, this does not pertain to IDE. Well, I take that back. The only difference, the only thing that affects IDE is because where Verse automatically burns, buys and burns IDE, given it's going to the Polygon network, it can't function that way. So it'll go to a designated wallet that will make public, and then we'll also we're going to have to manually burn IDE. Change the MA schedule because I'm in Iran, Russia, Ukraine, India, and the whole Middle East is for him. Many cannot participate. It's time to sleep and rest. I understand, but I do the best I can. But where I'm at, I'm working, so I understand. I think a few weeks ago I did do a midday AMA, so I may try to squeeze one in within the next day or so on my lunch break. I do the best I can for you all. I understand. I can't change the schedule, but I do the best I can to accommodate you guys. When ID migrates Polygon, it still allow. Oh, okay, Jeremy got that one. So did IDCraft allow wrapped ETH on ETH or wrapped ETH? I believe IDCraft allows wrapped ETH. And actually, they may have added ETH. I got to look back in there. Cool. Thanks, Jeremy. Really, in the middle of AMA, someone's going to spam. Okay, has been decided if the rewards be Matic. Rewards would be Matic. It would definitely be Matic. So, now one question we will, as of right now, the time as far as the rewards, well, that'll all be as of right now, it's going to be the same up to 24 times a day, round robin, top to bottom. I personally, this is not an official statement. This is a Meech statement. I personally think we should have a heck of a lot more volume, especially on Poly Network, where fees are so a heck of a lot more cheaper, where that frequency would be quite often. But that's just what I'm suspecting and hoping for. So again, I'm speaking for myself in that regard. Oh, cool. Jeremy just did. Okay. You can take your Coinbase wallet seed phrase and load it up to MetaMask. Oh yeah, I did that as well. My Coinbase wallet and MetaMask are tied to each other. Where if I do something on one end, it happens on the other as well, or the other app. So, any more question? It cost me less than $1 to transfer my Matic to Binance and sell it. Stupid, like mad cheap. Like yeah, just to save like, because I have family members holding Verse and ID, and like folks like my dad who doesn't really do much of this at all. Just to save the headache, I'm just gonna buy like 20, $30 in Matic, and I'm like, here, pops, here's $10. You know, in case you wanted to buy more or take something out or something. But now I have to go over his house and show him how to do that. And he's still gonna call me. It's like, son, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Do your homework, folks. Head to YouTube. Feel free to ask questions in Verse as well. Some other folks in there have been very, very helpful in answering questions for others. So I think, yeah, Naveen said Matic is magical earlier. I did like a transition, or not a transaction that like costed nothing. So, but yeah, I hope that information was helpful for you all. Again, this image, this graphic with the timeline, we're going to go ahead and post it everywhere for you all. Um, and for your information, if you do have questions, feel free to reach out. Appreciate you all for being here, seeing my yeah, seeing my face here. I am me, the same guy on the website. And can use a little shape up. But anyway, I appreciate you all, appreciate your time. And for those on the other side of the world, again, I'll try to squeeze out a little time, likely on my lunch break, to clear up some more questions or answer some questions probably within the next day or so, definitely before migration on begins on Friday. Okay. Appreciate you all. Please, again, stay safe out there, stay healthy, stay positive. And I'll catch you all in the ID verse. Take care, y'all.